everyone, it's Terry with Early Girls Yarn. So happy to see you all again. Okay, this is 2 and a little bit more weeks. I actually recorded this once already. Was way too rushed, way too stressed out about it. I was just doing it to get it done, to meet a deadline, and I didn't like it. So I deleted it. And I don't know that any of you, well, it's not true. I got a few messages. So thank you everybody who did notice, but this is supposed to be fun. So if it's not fun for me and I'm stressed out, it will not come across good for you. So welcome. You can find me as Early Girls Yarn, EARLEY, on Instagram, Ravelry, and YouTube. So that's where you can find me at other places. So lots to talk about. I don't know why, but the month of May for us is absolute chaos. I cannot be the only one. And this year's more so than ever. Izzy's getting older and she loves volleyball. So there was an opportunity for her to do beach volleyball, like 15 minutes from her house at a facility that was built maybe a year ago now, not even. Maybe this time last year, they were just starting the outside baseball stuff. So she goes 4 nights a week for 2 hours each night, which is a lot of time at a sporting facility. And for all of you baseball moms and soccer moms and sporty moms who have rocked this out for years, Lord love you. Because we're just starting it and she's so good at it. She's almost 5'10" and 12. So she's a tall girl. She says she's not done growing. She has eyes. Well, her whole life she's wanted to be 6'3" because that's how tall. My dad's 6'2". She wants to be taller than my dad. And then someone told her that an Olympic volleyball player is like 6'7", 6'8", and she's like, I'm in. I don't think she's going to make that. I think she's probably going to be 6 foot. I think probably ish there. Maybe 6'1" if she's super lucky. I don't know how much more growing years she has left, but she's determined. So we'll see. But anyway, so that's been consuming. So between that and my youngest turns 9 here in a few weeks. And for Izzy, I did a night owl party the same year for her. Well, Cece wanted her own night owl party. So we are having a group of her little friends over from 6 to 9 o'clock at night, which is like, that is total night owl because we go to bed early. So that's like a big deal. And then so my knitting time has also been interrupted these last 2 weeks. I'm going to show you. Oh my goodness. So we make these adorable owls. They're felt owls. There's a pattern. I'll link it at some point from Etsy. And there's like an owl adoption card that goes with it. Each owl has its own little personality. Oh my goodness. They are a riot, but they're all hand stitched. Here, I'm reaching down to show you another one or parts of another one. So they're all hand stitched. So we cut everything out and then we hand stitch it. Look at that flower. I don't know if you can see the detail on it. I'll stand up. Oh yeah. There you go. So we hand stitch everything and then we machine sew the outside and then we stuff them. So we are making 11 of these because we invited 11 people. I don't know that they'll all come, but you'd rather have too many owls than not enough. And then we do a treasure hunt. So they each get a number that corresponds. The owls are all bagged up so nobody knows which one. And then once they open them and read their adoption cards, they can trade if they really want to. But there's like ballerina owl, fancy owl, all these different girly girl owls, normal owls, all these different things. So that's time consuming, but well worth it because it means so much to Cece. So we've been working on that. In other news, just weather news. So I know when I spoke a couple weeks ago, we were flooded. Not us personally, but a town. Like we're in the Quad Cities. So there are 4 major cities, 2 on the Iowa side and 2 on the Illinois side. Well, we're in LeClaire. So we're not considered one of the 4 big ones. We're small, we're only 5,000, but we're right here. Our kids go to one of those school districts. So it's all like a little happy family. So Davenport was, just all downtown Davenport was completely flooded. It is still flooded. Certain areas you still can't get to. And then it's raining again right now as I record this. So if you hear thunder, that's what it is. But I just needed to get it up. Wanted to do it. Was happy to do it. So yeah, raining. The farmers just started getting in the fields here. It's supposed to be raining for the next 4 days. I'm really hoping that their seeds don't get washed out because that's not good. So anyway, that's what's happening as far as weather and noise, if you're hearing that. The other thing that's happening, my husband, his grandpa, so my girl's great grandpa, turned 90, and they're having he is turning 90, I think tomorrow. They're having his 90th birthday party in Virginia, which is a 15-hour one-way drive for them. So he decided like 2 or 3 days ago that he was going to go, and he took the girls on his first ever trip with just him and the girls. So I'm a little nervous. I'm a nervous mom to have him driving halfway across the country. But, you know, I flew the girls to Oregon. So it's not like he totally trusts me. I'm just controlling mama. So I'm working really, really hard these next few days to pray, to give it to God, to let that go because I'm nervous. But I know that, he's totally capable. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But on the flip side, that means 4 days to do my things, which I've never had ever since I've had kids. So that's crazy. I will miss them like crazy and I will be praying for them like crazy. But now I'm like, ooh, I've been thinking and thinking and thinking about what can I do. So I've got some ideas and I'm going to share with you here in a bit. Before I get there, I also want to share, and a special shout out to Robin, who I adore. I know I've talked about her a ton. I will for a long time because we are going to be friends for a very long time. I adore her. Robin is my Rockstar Wool Swap partner who has become my Rockstar great knitting friend as well. She is a shop owner in Canada. I will link her shop below. It's all in French, which I can't pronounce or say or give justice. But she's amazing and sent amazing yarns. I'm going to pop up the pictures that I took and posted on Instagram already so you can see that. And I'm just going to highlight really just one thing because her package was amazing and overwhelming and fabulous. She was like a yarn fairy. I cannot speak enough about Wool Swap and also the Fiber Share. The connections that can be made if you choose to reach out and have conversations with your partner or partners is amazing. I have made the best fiber friends. It's awesome. I have Kristen from Australia, who I adore. What's up, Kristen? Tia from Norway, Lynn from Norway, Robin from Canada, and then in the States, Allie, she's in Illinois, and also Amber from Idaho. We're going to go to Vogue Knitting Live together. That's the connections I think that can be made. It blows my mind. And not every Fiber Share partner or every Wool Swap partner is the same connection because people are different. And also I think sometimes people are at different points in their lives when they sign up. So sometimes they don't want to chit chat and they don't want to have that deep relationship. They just want to get some cool fiber. And that's awesome too. And I've made some great friends or sent some great yarn and received some great yarn that way as well. I highly recommend. Wool Swap just closed Wednesday, the 15th. Their last round just closed, but they do every 2 months, so they're more frequent. I choose to do Wool Swap internationally. They're based out of Australia, and I do them internationally. And then Fiber Share, I think it's only 3 times a year now. They open up again June 15th to sign up, which I will totally be doing, of course. So just in a few weeks, I do that within the United States. I do that one locally. Well, within the United States, domestically. But one of the amazing things, and again, Robin sent so much. You'll see in the pictures that I've already posted, but her package that she wanted, or things that she wanted, were 5 gram skeins, mini skeins, a minimum of 5, but wanted minis, so 10 or 20 grams. And I emailed her, I'm like, are you sure about that? Because I didn't quite understand. I'm like, what is she doing? She told me she did a scrap blanket and she loves getting minis from all over to add to her blanket. And I haven't done that. I've heard of them, but I haven't really looked into that. Well, she sent me the pattern for this pinwheel scrap blanket, and I haven't started it yet. And she sent me some minis, which are back there. I haven't started them yet. That's on my list to try and look and figure out. I think, and again, she sent me, awesome yarn, a shawl set. She went above and beyond, and all these mini gadgets that are just amazing. But I am so excited, I know this sounds dorky, about this scrap blanket project, because I feel like it'll be my Canadian blanket, because Robin's working on it and I'm going to be working on it, and I just feel like I know that I'll be thinking of her when I make it, and we'll just be connected. And then when it's all done one day, because this could be a long project, when it's all done one day, I don't know, I just envision this. I don't know, I just have such joy about that project. So I love it when everybody starts to share pieces of themselves and you get to really know them, and it just makes my heart smile. So shout out to Robin. Thank you so much. Love the package, made my day, and I love the blanket and everything else you sent. All right, cool. So sign up if you have an opportunity for Fibershare or Wool Swap. Sign up. They're awesome. They are really great. So on to what am I going to do in these next 4 days? Okay, so I have heard about and have never participated in Marie Green's Knit a Sweater in 4-Day Challenge. I decided to make my own 4-day challenge, and I've been hemming and hawing. I think I'm going to end up just rocking out the Soldotna. I just received, okay, so I've had this one. I think it's because I've had it for a while, and it's DK weight, so it should end up quicker. I'm going to use the Jawbreaker yarn. I have 2 different sets to make 2 different sweaters, but I'm using the Jawbreaker yarn first because this peach and this green just needs to happen. So I made the decision literally this morning. I was messaging Robin yesterday. I'm like, I don't know. So the other one I was debating with, and I don't remember the name. I think it's Nordiska, but I could be wrong about that. I'll pop it in. I'll pop a picture and pop it in. It's another Caitlin Hunter sweater. And the reason why I was hemming and hawing is because just yesterday I received a kit from Primrose Yarn Company to make that sweater. So here's what my sweater will look like. So I'm like, oh, should I do this? It's this peachy corally color, which is of course, the Pantone color of the year, but I love it with these, the main body will be this charcoal color, and then these two will be the peach and the white will be the color work at the bottom. So I was hemming and hawing. This is a fingering weight, so it would be lighter. So when our weather gets warmer, I think I would have more wear of this. The DK weight, they're both short sleeve. The DK weight is just a little thicker. I don't know. And the other thing that was really weighing on me is that Primrose has a challenge. I don't know that it's a knit along. I'm going to call it a challenge. That if you make any Boylan Knitworks pattern using only Primrose yarn, you can enter in to win some really amazing prizes. So I was like, oh, do I do this one first because of that awesome prize opportunity? Do I do the Soldotna with Jawbreaker because I love the yarn and the colors? And I've been oohing and awing over everyone's amazing sweaters that they've been putting out. So I'm like, oh, what do I do? I'm going with the Soldotna first. I'm going to do them both, but I'm going to do that one first. That's going to be my challenge. The other thing that makes it an interesting challenge for me, I was just going to rock out and stay home and just be here. And then String Theory, which is a yarn shop I love up in Glen Ellen, they have their annual stash sale where customers bring in parts of their stash that they're not using. They price it wherever they want to price it. And it's like a yard sale, but with really great yarn. So that's a combination I can get behind, right? That's happening right now. And my Aunt Marcia and my mom are going up. And I was like, oh, do I do that? Do I stay home and do this challenge? And I just decided literally this morning, I'm going to go do that. 2. I'm doing them both. So I am going to wind my yarn, which I haven't even gauge swatched yet. I don't know. Whatever. I'll get it all done. It's fine. And if I don't make the 4-day challenge, that's fine. I'll still push myself to do it quick. So I am going to leave here soon, drive to Coal City to my mom's house, drop my dog off, take my knitting bag with me, and then I'm going to be driven around. Then we're going to drive up to Mike Marcia's, then we're going to drive to String Theory, we're going to eat lunch up there, shop the yarn thing, just chit chat, have a good time, and then drive home. And I think, because I'm bringing my dog, I think I'm going to stay there at my mom and dad's house tonight and just knit my day away, and then wake up and in the morning drive back just to break up some of the driving, because it's a 2-hour drive to their house. And then I'll be here the rest of the weekend because it's kind of rainy and dreary anyway. So why not do that and enjoy that and spend some time with Aunt Marcia and Mom? So that is the current plan that I'm pretty excited about. Maybe I'll gauge swatch in the car on the way to String Theory. We'll see. So that's happening. Then, so for some FOs, finished objects. The first one is this awesome Isle cowl. This is a cowl that I'm wearing that I made. It was a test knit. It's been released. It just got released this week. I have been loving this spring. It is with a sock set. So, and it's like fingering weight. So it's the perfect thing to toss on these days. You know, yesterday was in the 80s, but then we got this horrific thunderstorm last night because a cold front came through. Now we're back down to like the 60s. So for those 50, 60 days that are still too cool to wear, you know how that goes in the spring, this is perfect. I can wear this and not a jacket and just throw it this is just a long sleeve, but a t-shirt, very thin t-shirt for spring. And I just throw this on and I go and I'm good for the day. So loving that. Highly recommend. It's a quick knit. I think I did it in 3 days. Well, I did it in 3 days, and then it took me it sat there waiting to be blocked for, I don't know, a week. And then it sat another 4 or 5 days before I wove in the ends. I don't know what my deal is. I just want to keep knitting, and the finishing work, I don't know. Which is why I love test knits, because there's a date that you need to be done, have it photographed, have it on, have it completed, and I love those types of deadlines. So the other thing that I just bound off, it's not blocked, no ends woven in, like I literally got this done last night, is my Kalara shawl by Amba. And this was my anniversary yarn from last year. So this was my 15-year anniversary yarn from last year. I just got it done. So I'm pretty excited about that. Loving that. So I'll have that blocked and looking better. I'll probably wear this for the next podcast. So that's super exciting. So those are all my finished objects. My next on the needles is my other test knit that I have going on right now. This is my Quince. It's another Amba O'Brien pattern. And I am at I'm nearing the end. So it's a shawl, which I'll show you in a minute, and it's supposed to have 6 minis and then a main color. So I have 2 more mini sections and then the edge, and then I bind off. So really doing well on that. And it's not supposed to be done, or doesn't have to be done, for another few weeks. So I won't have a problem at all with this. So here is this. And of course it's lace, so it'll look so much better once blocked out. It'll look like little diamonds. But aren't the colors kind of fun? One of the ladies who was testing it on my Insta is like, oh, it reminds me of the beach. And now that is all I'm seeing is beach, a beach motif, which I love. So I don't know if you can see, down here at the bottom, this blue section right before the dark blue, that's where I'm at up here. So I just have this little bit to go, these 2 colors, the blue, the dark blue, and then this edging, and I'm done. So I'm so close. So close, but isn't that beautiful? So the yarn is by Cornbread and Honey. It is, Taryn is the dyer's name. It is her Vincent van Gogh colorway, Starry Night, her Starry Night colorway. And I got full skeins, so I've got plenty of yarn left over. So I can make a whole nother shawl, I can make a sweater, I can do so much because it was a lot of yarn. But I was really pleased, and I was pleased to see the colors work out. Yeah, I like it. And I love the idea that it has a beachy theme, because that makes me smile in the summer and the spring. So next year when I rock this out, this will be one of my spring shawls that I wear, I'm sure, quite a bit. I will be thinking of the beach when I wear it. So that is happening. I'm taking a little break on it only to do this 4-day, and I might pick it up and still do a couple rows, but I'm going to focus on the sweater this 4 days. So, and I mean, 4 days is not a big deal, and I'll still get it done. Let's see, what else? I think this is my Birds of a Feather. Yep, that's my Birds of a Feather shawl, which I still have going, but I haven't done a whole ton with, so I'm not going to show that. But I cast on another one. This is my Grocery Girl from the Grocery Girl from the Grocery Store yarn, or shawl. Here it is. It's just a little triangle. It's just started by Joji Locatelli. So this color is House of Alamo Lumberjack. And then the darker green is Murray Company, Murray Wool Goods and Company, I think, or Murray and Company Wool Goods. Yeah, Murray and Company Wool Goods. Sarah is the dyer. So I'm really excited. I got both of these yarns at the Yarn Crawl, the Rose City Yarn Crawl, and I'm loving. It's just the beginning, but I'm loving how they're all working together. This one I am knitting up for the House of Alamo spring knit along that they do in their forums on Ravelry. So that's what this project is for. I'm excited for that. Those are all my projects right now. I've got those two. The test knit will be done relatively soon. And then I'll pick up Birds of a Feather and my Girl from the Grocery Store. And then my Soldotna, which I'm casting on today. I've got to wind the yarn and then I'm going to gauge and cast on. So that's my world in that regard. Let's see. I'm just checking. Yeah, that's what I've got going on. Now for some new acquisitions, new additions to the ever-growing stash, which does get knit up. So let's not act like I don't knit anything. I do, but I think I buy more than I knit. That's okay. So I have got to share. So the Boozy, is it on here? Get drunk and knit something. Let me see. I want to make sure I get her name right. I think it's Boozy Girl Yarn Company. I will attach it here. Boozy Broad Yarn Company. All right, I got it. So I found her. This is a dyer I found on the Iowa Yarn Crawl that I did, the Mid-Iowa Yarn Crawl. I had to go, of course, go check out her website, and I signed up for her monthly drink. She sends out it's like a drink and yarn club. Totally cool. And then she had an advent calendar, but for Halloween. How cool is that? I have 2 Christmas ones already purchased. This was a Halloween one. I'd never really seen it. And her hashtag is get drunk and knit something. Not a huge drinker, truly, but I love the idea of it. So when you open it up, look at how it comes packaged. I'm not opening any. I mean, how much restraint? So this has been here for 2 weeks and I haven't busted in. I really think I'm going to hold out. So this is, for example, how she packages it. So she's got the number on and then the name of it, and it's all in these sealed black baggies, which I think is amazing. And then it also comes with this folder, which I did pull out one. Well, this is the card that goes with it. It's a magnet. Let's see. It's hand-dyed yarn by your favorite drinks. Inspired by your favorite drinks. And then she's got, each day has a drink. So this is Beetlejuice with all of its different instructions on how to make it and what you need to make it. I mean, yeah, that sounds fun to me. I don't know if she had pictures or if there's pictures somewhere. Her monthly clubs, there's a colored picture of the drink. But I will be trying these things nonetheless and opening the package. So this is my fun for October. And it ended up being, how many yards? It's 1,627 yards of yarn, which is great. And it was only $100. That's yeah, love it. So I will put her information below. I don't know how many more she's doing. I really don't know, but I'm super excited to try this. So this is my fun I'm looking forward to for October, which seems so odd. I'm in May and I've already got October's fun, but you got to pre-plan these things. So I already showed you the Primrose yarn that just came in yesterday, which is really great. So I'll just kind of go through some other things that have been coming in. So this was my String Theory, or not String Theory, Stitch Together, and she's from Iowa too. She's about an hour and a half away. And this is she does her Pick Your Own Adventure. So she puts up like a couple inspiration photos, and then you can pick your main photo and then a mini like coordinating color that you want. So this one's Terry's Bowie Adventure. So look, there's this one. Love her speckles, love the creativity. So that was this was for May. I don't think I did June's. I think the picture I was like, not my thing. And I can do breaks and get other companies because there's tons of other companies. I picked up a couple from Woolberry. So, and I mean, look at all these sock sets I'm getting, and I think I've only knit 2 pairs of socks. Thankfully, there's designers who are doing like awesome cowls like this, so that I've got hope, right, of using these. So this one is with the poodles already. This is a Gilmore Girls one from Woolberry, and this one's just their berry sock set. This was an Easter egg. It was an Easter one that I got. So these came in a little bit ago, but aren't they fun? That's from Woolberry, so I'm excited for that. Oh, so then I signed up for 4 months of the Big Sky Yarn Company. They did, I love national parks. So they have a national park monthly colorway, and this one was Rocky Mountain National Park, which I failed to mention. Okay, let's go back to this, my test knit. This yarn is from Explorer Knits, which I've got another of her sock sets, and this was gifted to me by Allie, my last Fibershare partner, and it's a Rocky Mountain colorway, which, I mean, the goldy brown matches my current hair color, so that's amazing. And I worked there for 2 summers. I worked in a theater company at the Rocky Mountain National Park in Grand Lake, Colorado. So this was Big Sky's interpretation of the Rocky Mountain National Park. Fun is that, with the lake because it was right at Grand Lake. I mean, with the lake and the colors, I'm like, yeah, totally. So I'm really excited about that came in. Speaking of Explorer Knits, this was the Smoky Mountains National Park, and the Klingman's Dome, I think, is the mini. So that was her colorway from May. Yep, so loving that. And then, okay, so I did that test knit for Heather with Panorama Fiber Arts, and I had to get the same yarn to knit it again. So this will be a Shu-Ann again. I know you've already seen this, but I'm so excited. And this is on her MCN, so the Merino Cashmere Nylon. So soft. I mean, I gave that one up, and I'm like, nope, I have to have my own. So I'm knitting that again, which I rarely do, but I am. Then, last one of the day, I had to share. I tried Kirby Werby. I don't know. Again, sock knitting. I just think I need it. I have some more self-striping sock yarn, which I haven't even knit up the stuff I had from before. But that's semantics. Those are details. This is super rad. There we go. So those are all the new acquisitions. Now for my next, the next projects that are coming up, happening. Soldotna, I'm winding, happening today. I'm casting on. Then I am going to do Grocery Girls Knits, which I've talked about it. They've got their sock challenge. I got these 2. They're already wound because I like to do 2 at a time. I've decided now. I've only knit 1 normal and 1 2 at a time, and I like the 2 at a times. I liked kind of getting them at the same pace, going. So I am going to do the unique socks, this little kit. I'm casting this on this weekend too. I'm not going to knit much of it because I'm going to be working the sweater, but it's getting cast on this weekend. So that's happening. That's going to be my May. I'm getting it done in May because it's a self-striping, and I think those are rad, and I'm doing it. So that's happening. That's going to be a May thing that's happening. Okay, some new challenges from some yarn companies that are coming up, because you guys have already, I adore working on projects, and not necessarily, I don't have to like go to the yarn shop with people, although I would love to, but we don't have any local ones. but I adore, even on Insta, working like whether it's test knits or in at the challenge at the same time, because I'll follow the hashtags that they put on, and then I'll go meet new, like see new people on Insta. I love commenting on what they're doing. It just feels like a sense of community. I like seeing different colors and the creativity. It just makes me happy. So Starlight Knitting Society, which had their shift along, which they did in the springtime, they are hosting a crop top knit along. It's starting June 21st, and I am doing the shifty because I bought the majority of my yarn there during the Rose City Yarn Crawl. So and it's still over here. It hasn't even made it to the back storage unit. So that's happening for me. I'm really excited about that. And then another thing that kind of got announced, Farmer's Daughter Fibers. She is working with all the local yarn shops, her stockist, and it's not necessarily all of them, but all of them that wanted to participate. And little sidebar, I'm loving the designers and the dyers that are working with the local yarn shops to keep them open, to keep excitement happening at those shops. Speaking from an area that had to when we first moved 2 years ago, and they closed like within months of me moving, I'm like, I would have been a great supporter. But well, I don't have anything close. The closest is really like 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. If I go to northern Iowa, I just don't go that way often. String Theory in Glen Ellen's 2 hours away, and that's one of the closer ones to me. It would be nice to have one closer. It would be nice to have that sense of community closer. So I love that people are diving in and helping and trying to keep those shops and those experiences open. So Farmer's Daughter has, and I will put that link down here in the notes too. They have a list on their website of the shops that are participating in this challenge, we're going to call it. So you have to buy the yarn starting Memorial Day. It goes from Memorial Day to Labor Day. You have to buy your yarn at one of the participating shops and then knit the project, go back to the shop, show them your project to be entered in. So each shop is going to have its own giveaway or drawing. And then I'm not quite sure how this part works, but I think each shop will pick, or somehow, whatever, there'll be a favorite person from each shop that did the challenge that then goes to, I don't know, another round that you could potentially win a trip to, or the entry into the Farmer's Daughter retreat coming up in 2020. So I'll post the link with all the details. I'm not saying I'm an expert in the details. What I am saying is I'm really excited. I'm going to go to, I believe it's called Cream City Yarns up in Wisconsin. I've been eyeing them. I believe they're in the Milwaukee area. I think they're about 3.5 hours from me. So I haven't made it there yet. I kind of found them on Insta this winter, and I'm excited for a good, fun reason. Like I need a fun reason, but another fun reason to go see a new shop. So I'm hoping, I don't know for sure, that I will be there Memorial weekend. They haven't announced yet, but I called in and they said they're going to have an event. I think they said like after hours knitting where they might be casting on, not sure. But they're doing 2 projects with the yarn. They're doing Birds of a Feather and the Pearl Code Sweater by Isabel Kramer, which I'll pop in. I've got 2 Birds of a Feather. I've got one I'm working with now, and I have yarn for another one. So I'm not going to buy more yarn for that one. But I'm going to try the Pearl Coat. I'm going to try the sweater because that seems really, really cool. So I'm excited about that. Well, and here, I didn't know this, but with Morse code, you pick out like a saying, I guess, that you want in your sweater, and then you knit it with Morse code. And I don't really know how yet that works. Because I haven't downloaded the pattern. I haven't done any of that yet, but it was so intriguing to me. So I'm like, ooh, what's saying what I want in my sweater, what I want to wear? So I think it'll be some, like, one of my mantras that I've had for a long time is do my best and trust God to do the rest. So maybe that'll be it. I don't know. I don't know what that mantra will be, or maybe be still. That's another one that I say frequently. I'm not sure, but I think it'll be something that will be, I'll know when I wear it. I'll know about that message, and it'll be my reminder that I need to do those things. So if you have any kind of special mantra, if you have an idea of what I should be knitting into my sweater and code, let me know. But I think, I don't know, I haven't decided, but I'm thinking about it. So I'm really excited for that too. So those are upcoming. Yeah, I think that's about it. My goodness. Thank you so much for coming, for spending some time with me. I've really enjoyed it. I am off to wind up my yarn and get ready for my adventure today with my family. Oh, that's the cat Finn. Okay, my cats don't normally come in on the podcast. We have 2 cats and a dog. The kids, so my husband left last night, Thursday night, so it's not even been 24 hours without the kids, and the animals are acting like they've been deprived, and yeah, and here's Finn. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Have a great weekend. I will be posting on Insta some different updates. Have a good day. Thanks, guys.